Yeah, billionaire in real estate. Not many people get to be a billionaire with real estate. Sam Zell was one of them.
200,000 homes, like a person, which was crazy.
What?
Another honorable mention was the CEO of Walt Disney. Apparently, he's done it for the Disney and a bunch of other people. He buys land and makes them into theme parks. Like that's real estate.
What a cool niche that is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. You know, you can be a great investor. That's cool. But to become the level that like Buffett has, you have to be a good businessman as well and build businesses around that investing. So they got a little bit of, he's got a little bit of both, and his team's got a little bit of both, which I think that's super cool. Their CEO now, who's honestly added more value to the company than Jobs ever did, as far as just like market value of the company.
Cook.
He's probably more on the business side than the tech side. McDonald's business model is insane with the real estate and the lease back. I think
that was all crock, I think, right?
Yeah, nut.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's a nut.
Should your rap name be Eagle Eye?
Maybe. We're about to hit the rap here soon. Dave. Hello and welcome to the Faster Freedom Show. My name is Sam.
And I'm Lucas.
Hi, Lucas. Did you know that this is episode 100 of our podcast?
Wow, that's a pretty cool milestone.
That is a cool milestone. What does that mean?
How are we going to celebrate?
What do you want to do? Some like shots of Tito's, or what are you thinking?
Know. Our normal celebration fashion between Sam and Lucas, we do something a little underwhelming and a little weird. So that's what we're going to do today, right?
We are. I got a rap for everybody.
Woo!
Lucas has not even. Do you have no idea what's about to happen to you?
I don't. I'm excited to hear it, but you gave me a few teasers, and it's almost more like a song you were saying. So you wrote a song for everybody. It's
kind of like a parody song. There's some. I pretty aggressively go after Dave Ramsey a little bit in there.
The rap?
Yeah.
What rhymes with Ramsey, you pansy?
Ooh. So yes, there'll be some Dave Ramsey, and it's a joke, so don't get mad, Dave. And I guess he's already getting sued, so he's got other shit to worry about. But anyways, it's going to be fun. So this episode, we're going to have fun. Episode 100 of the podcast. Lucas and I, for anybody that's listening, just to hear the song, if we share and do all that fun stuff. Usually, I would say we're 60% real estate talk. 20% like business and finance and entrepreneurial talk, about 20% just fun shit. We just touch knuckles.
We just touch hands. I try to hold your hand.
Stop holding my hand.
What if we held hands the entire episode?
That would be awkward.
It would be sweaty.
I would be. You're already kind of sweaty, and you just look sticky.
I am. It just got like a shimmer on me.
I don't like it.
I just went in the bathroom and just like washed my head off in the sink. We need a shower in here. I golfed this morning. That's why I'm all sweaty. It's humid AF here in St. Louis this week.
We hit the dog days of summer, as they call it.
We barely are into summer. It's June. Well, June when we're recording this, at least. It probably drops in July.
So it's pretty much July. So it's pretty much summer.
Can I give a quick shout out to a avid listener of ours?
Yes.
Also happens to be my sister-in-law, Christine Renee Witt, listens to every episode, and it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Christine!
Happy birthday, C. Witt. She's going to be here for the rap. I mean, she's going to be listening.
Oh yeah, she's going to
rap.
Yeah.
So anyways, to kind of round that out, we're usually mainly real estate business, but we talk fun, you get goofy, and we just try to be relatable and have a good time and chat. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and listen to the other episodes. There's a lot of really good nuggets in our podcast. I truly believe that. So Lucas, this episode, as always, is brought to you by Primm Corporate Services. They will set up an LLC entity for you for free if you use the link in the show notes, and they can pretty much handle any business inquiry or tax inquiry or some even legal inquiries. So just set up your free 45-minute consult with them and get a free LLC. So Lucas, we're going to talk about the GOATs in this episode. So we're going to talk about real estate a little bit, but I got the GOATs for several things. We're going to talk about real estate GOATs, investing finance GOATs, tech GOATs, business GOATs, sports GOATs, and rapper GOATs. And then the rapper GOAT is going to move on to, I may be close on this list after my rap. So I may be right behind Biggie.
Our transaction manager in the office has 3 favorite rappers, her top 3, and we're both in it.
Oh, perfect. Well, she hasn't even heard me rap.
Well, she still likes you a lot.
Good. All right. I gave her all 10s.
She goes, now I'll have 3 favorite rappers.
Yes, there you go. I like it. So, all right, let's get into the real estate GOATs, Walls. And this is more of like so this is what I think the general consensus of GOATs is. This isn't like the MJ versus LeBron fight that we have. And this isn't like, in its opinion, but it's more like general public opinions, not my personal opinion. So I kind of did some research on this. So real estate GOAT, I have Robert Kiyosaki's number 1. He owns a lot of real estate. Rich Dad Poor Dad, I think, is the number 1 self-finance book ever. I believe I mean, who do you know that hasn't read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Very few people in our industry.
Yeah, and we could probably split this up too. I would consider him maybe like the real estate educator goat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's why kind of like, yeah, so I have Sam Zell in there who just recently passed away.
R.I.P. Sam.
But he's got billions.
Billionaire in real estate. Not many people get to be a billionaire with real estate. Sam Zell was one of them.
Yep, and John Malone. Don't know him. I just was doing some research.
Yeah.
He has the most land in the United States. He owns 2.2 million acres of land. So you own the most land in the United States as an individual, not the government. I think you got to be on the list.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Stephen Ross. I believe he owns the Dolphins, but he has 30 million square feet of retail space, 20,000 hotel rooms, and 20,000 apartments.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I would.
Who else you got on there?
Yeah, I got
honorable mention.
It's not a person. I know they have a CEO, but it's a hell of a business, and I would consider Blackstone to be on this list.
Recently, they've gotten into real estate.
I mean, they have their real estate portfolio is ridiculous, and it's bigger than anybody's in the world, any other individual company in the world. That's kind of what we're doing, right? We're not trying to build individual portfolios. We're trying to build a real estate business.
Well, it's just two of us. Blackstone is a lot of people.
Probably,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's publicly traded, I think.
Yeah,
so I think they own like. I think it's like $300 billion in real estate.
Yeah,
they're the biggest single family owner in the country. I think they own upwards of 100,000 single family homes in this country, and they own real estate across the world, which is pretty cool.
That is insane. There's somebody that I didn't put on the list that owns 200,000 homes, like a person, which was crazy.
What?
I'll look that up on my computer. And then another honorable mention was the CEO of Walt Disney. Apparently, he's done it for the Disney and a bunch of other people. He buys land and makes them into theme parks. That's real estate.
What a cool niche that is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So that was the real estate goats. Let's move on to finance and investing goats.
Yeah.
So I got obviously Warren Buffett. Got to be in there. I didn't put him as like a business owner, even though I know he is, but he's kind of more known as the like investing in business and investing in he does everything. I get it.
Exactly. I think to be on, we'll get into business here.
And he owns a lot of real estate too. Or Berkshire Hathaway owns. I think Berkshire, maybe they're the ones that own 200,000 houses. So it's not him, but his company.
Okay.
That makes sense?
No? I didn't know. We'll look that up.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Now.
But I love that because I agree. I would consider Buffett more the investing. And then we're talking about like business goats here, number 4. But to continue, you can be a great investor. That's cool. But to become the level that like Buffett has, you have to be a good businessman as well and build businesses around that investing. So he's got a little bit of both, and his team's got a little bit of both, which I think that's super cool.
Yeah. So I was going to look it up, but Chat, I forget, Chat never gets on the internet, but Bard, you can be on there. Bard searches the internet. So anyways, then I have Ray Dalio. He's just kind of known as it's just like goats in the space. Like he's known as he's a hedge fund manager of something. I think one of the biggest
hedge fund in the world when he stepped back.
Yep. So I think Bridgewater Group or something.
Yeah,
like
that sounds right.
Yeah. So he's got to be on there. And I got Benjamin Graham, who I've heard of the name and looked it up. He's I think one of the most sold investing specifically books.
He's like the freaking Babe Ruth of investing. Like back in the day, completely different era, but the principles still stand of what he's put together. Super cool. We're reading that book right now. It's quite the read. It's not an easy read, but our buddy Phil and I are trying to work through that book right now.
So you those are 3 good ones. And to round it out, I was looking around. Peter Lynch. Have you heard of him?
Yep.
He's I think that's a pretty, and goats. I should have prefaced this. I'm almost doing like the Mount Rushmore, the top 4, a goats of each and Peter Lynch. So that is that. What do you have anybody to add to that? I want to look up how much real estate Warren Buffett owns. Do you have any
to add to the investing or finance? Wolf of Wall Street.
He's so Jordan Belfort.
But I mean, pretty no, just kidding. But I don't know right now. I think those are good ones to follow. I mean, Buffett's partner could be right there, Charlie Munger.
Yeah.
That's true. He could be right there with him. Probably his whole executive team could be on this list.
I mean, he probably hired super talented people, but he kind of made them I kind of made you who you are kind of thing.
Very similar.
Very similar. Yeah. In the rap game too.
Yep.
All right. So tech goats, we got Jobs.
Yep.
It's got to be. I mean, Apple is just a beast of a company. I think they're going to be obviously, but they just expand into so many different things. They're just like the tech company of the future. I think. I don't think it can.
Yeah, I would put him as the tech goat, and I would put their CEO now, who's honestly added more value to the company than Jobs ever did, as far as just like market value of the company.
Cook.
Yeah, Tim Cook, right?
We should have done
he's probably more on the business side than the tech
we could have done a
side.
CEO go. I mean, but
That'd have been cool. We still can.
We still can, but
Yeah.
but Jobs just the visionary.
Well,
and
I think we could probably do the CEOs for all of these companies that started
probably,
now.
yes.
Yeah. Zuckerberg, obviously Facebook, just super revolutionary company. Just revolutionized social media.
Zuck, yeah, I mean, it brought it. So there, before this, there was like MySpace and a few things, but
Yeah.
like the internet wasn't around super long. It was been around what
10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, people really using it.
not even 10 years, I don't think.
Yeah,
right?
like late 90s, people really
Yeah.
started getting into it,
and
I
then
think.
that caused the .com boom.
Yeah.
And then like so this was like, and then he just made like the world is never going to be the same
Yeah.
because of Facebook.
And what's
social
cool is
media.
it's still relevant, and he didn't start Instagram, right? They just acquired
yes,
that.
correct.
Okay, but still, like Instagram, obviously super relevant still, and Facebook people still use.
Yeah, I
obviously.
mean, it's just kind of migrated a little bit older, but
Yeah.
no, it's so he's just completely changed the game, and then obviously got Bill Gates in there. I think he owns must not be 2.2 million acres of land.
He owns a
but
lot of farmland, and same thing with Steve Jobs too. The obviously the tech side of things, Bill Gates, but the person running that company now, is that Steve Ballmer still? Is he
No,
still?
Ballmer's done.
Ballmer's done now
But it was
too, and then
Ballmer's there, yeah.
I forget their CEO's name. Brilliant guy too, but I would put Ballmer either on the business side or tech side as well.
I agree. Yeah, he's I think he's richer than all the other owners combined in the NBA because of Microsoft.
I think he's worth like $60 billion.
Yeah,
or something
and
like that.
I think he literally wrote a check for the Clippers. 2.2 billion at the time.
Silly.
I know, 2.2 billion, I think, or whatever.
Man, I don't know if anybody else can say that. That is a special thing to do.
Yeah.
He probably just sold some Microsoft stock
Yeah.
and then wrote a check. Unbelievable. Super cool.
Yep. All right, and then the last one I got Larry Page and Sergey Brin. I think is how you say it, the founders of Google, and Google's
Oh, yeah, man.
Google's the right up there with any other tech company.
Tech
out there.
and business for Google. All these, like, tech. Maybe Uber could be on this too.
I just don't even know that they're profitable.
Oh, I don't
but
think
still,
they are.
and
But
I
just
don't know that they're going to.
That's why he's not on the business list. But as
Yeah.
far as like a
tech.
just
Yeah, it
tech
could've
wave,
been,
yeah,
Yep.
super cool.
All right, then business. So business, obviously, we're going to this one. This one probably. I mean, they all could be a little bit debated, but
Exactly.
no, I think there's a. For now, there's a clear number one, and it's Rockefeller. I think
Yeah.
he owned more than he was wealthier than the government at times and things like that. Like when there wasn't as many rules. I don't think about what you could and couldn't
Yeah.
do. He just owned everything.
Wow.
So Rockefeller is I think the GOAT in business. Then I kind of struggled with this a little bit.
Yeah.
I looked at because I remember the Men Who Built America, that show that was incredible.
Yeah.
And they had, I think, Rockefeller, Carnegie, Vanderbilt, and Ford. And some of the stuff Ford did just for the Industrial Revolution and just processing and streamlining things, not just the vehicle, was really cool. But I got Carnegie on there with Carnegie Steel. Super cool businessman. I remember we've read books about, I don't think he even knew that much about steel, right? But he
Right.
just was such a good businessman that he figured it out.
Yep.
Then we got Musk. I think we're going to look back in history and he might be the GOAT. Just
Yeah.
what he's done.
Yeah, tech and business.
Yeah, because he's been able to navigate different businesses
Yeah.
and been successful in different types of businesses.
I would say our next one on the list, not Elon, but Jeff Bezos.
Yeah,
Bezos.
he's
I
gotta
would
be,
say,
yep.
tech and business as well. And I think back in the day, the Rockefellers and the Carnegies, that's what tech was back then.
Correct,
You know
probably,
what I mean? Just a like you said, the word revolutionizing the way we do business, whether that's tech or something. It's just like the old school tech version.
Yeah, and I think all Musk has bought into Tesla or gotten brought over. Tesla's already started. I'm sure he started some of his own things. I think he started SpaceX. I know he's got Boring Company. So he's started some things as well as grown some things with his brilliance.
Just like us.
Yeah, just like us.
Well,
but
yeah.
Bezos owns I think at one point he owned like 40% of Amazon, which is insane to own that much of that big of a company. Obviously, that's why he's that. It's pretty much all on Amazon, I believe. Like Bezos or like Musk and some of these other people are spread out among different businesses. But I think a vast majority of Bezos is only 40% of like one of the biggest companies in the world. That is insane.
Yeah, they probably own a crap ton of real estate now as well, too, with all their distribution centers and stuff.
I would assume so. I would assume they own those. But yeah, so anyways, that those are some bangers. There's probably a lot of other goats we could have.
Oh yeah,
in that one, but those, I mean, those can't be argued. It's not like, oh my gosh, those shouldn't be on there. You could argue somebody else could.
Henry Ford's probably got to be on this list somewhere, right? That's a big one.
And I think the Vanderbilt Rockefeller, like they were both so wealthy, and then like the Rockefellers are all wealthy now, and all the Vanderbilts are broke. It's something like how they set it up for the future. Like the Vanderbilts like squandered all of their money through and like the Rockefellers, it's all trust, it's all set up the right way.
I could see Sam Walton on this business list.
That would have been, because Walmart is kind of not as popular as it was, but man, there for a while from like the 90s to the early 2000s.
Huge,
Walmart,
man. I
think they started like a store a day for a bunch of years in a row or something like that.
McDonald's business model is insane with the real estate and the lease back. I think
that was all Kroc, I think, right?
Yeah, nut. Yeah. But
he's a nut. Cool. All right, that was a fun one. Sports.
Yeah.
So, again, this is taking just the general public's opinion, not mine. I got MJ. I got one for each of the main sports and an honorable mention. MJ, I think a majority of people would say he's the GOAT. I don't think that. I think it's
probably closer than some of these other sports. It's like these other ones are pretty cut and dry.
If people are honest, it's probably like 60-40, I would say. Maybe 70-30.
Yeah, probably 70-30.
Ish, yes. Tom Brady, I don't think anyone would argue that.
Do a poll, Sam.
Do a poll. I should do a poll.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I don't think that's close right now.
No, and the next one's not at all. But the next one's the most cut and dry, I believe. But I think Tom Brady, most people would say, they used to say the best quarterback ever, and there's so many people like, no, he's just the best football player ever.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky. I think the stat that everyone said, all these incredible people, he has more assists than everybody else has goals and assists combined.
Go back to Tom Brady real quick. Sorry. He reminds me of, he's got like a Jordan and a LeBron combined. He's got like the ridiculous longevity that LeBron has, but just got the winning that Jordan has.
And kind of like the get up your ass leadership.
Yeah, a little bit more like Jordan.
I mean, because he's like but I've seen videos, I'm sure you have too, but at practice and on the games, he gets in people's face. He screams at his offense like he's up there. Like LeBron never does that. LeBron's super passive. His leadership style is passive. He's actually kind of a passive aggressive person in general with his like comments on social media and stuff. But Brady's not. He just goes at you, which I love because he kind of seems like this like dorky, like good looking guy, but like this dorky kind of submissive guy. But man, he gets on you, which I love.
And sorry to get us thrown off of Gretzky there, but I haven't dug into Gretzky's stats too much lately, but I have in the past, and they're so mind blowing.
They are.
It's like, is it even possible to do what he did now? Was it that different of a sport, or was he just that amazing?
I don't even know, so I don't know that much about hockey. I played a little bit growing up, but I just know that.
What position? What position?
I was goalie.
Ooh,
Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye's your nickname? You should keep that nickname.
Should I? That should be my rap name.
You got glasses on.
I do now. But yeah, I played goalie, and I was I mean, not like incredible. I was decent at it. And I
like Jordan Bennington.
Yeah, like Jordan, and I had all played against sports pads. Like all these people with these nice pads. I had these like plastic pads with foam in the back, and then like this blocker that had like a hole in it, and then like anyways, and they were all mismatched. It was a mess. But anyways, stop the puck most of the time.
That's all that mattered.
So I played a roller hockey goalie. So but Gretzky, I don't think that goes without saying. Yeah. And then like Babe Ruth is just...
Babe Ruth, that's tough, right? Because it's just was so long ago, and he's just got like this mythical, legendary type persona and figure.
Like MJ.
Kind of, but it was just so much. There's way less footage of like Babe Ruth than there is MJ. So, but yeah, similar type of mythical status. I agree with that.
And then I got T. Woods on there, even though I did, but he's just so dominant. Like the stats he had, like my favorite stat for him is like, who do you think's like one of the best? Who do you think the best golfer in the world is right now, or top couple? Just throw a couple out there.
Scotty Scheffler, Brooks.
So I think all those guys. I think that when they have 3-day lead, when they go into Sunday with a lead, I think their winning percentage is like 15 to 20%. Tiger Woods was like 48 for 49. He was like 98%.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a mind-blowing stat of him closing tournaments.
Yeah.
Everybody does it like the best of the best in the entire world do it like 20% of the time, and he did like 95% of the time.
I watched a quick mini documentary on him the other day, and it was his first Masters win. It wasn't what it was. And his opening 9 at the Masters, he shot a 40. And everybody's like, oh, nothing. But he came back and won that by like 10 strokes or something crazy.
I think he
like
won.
that.
He won one of the majors by 18 strokes. Like that
Yeah.
never.
That might have been that one. I don't know.
People win by like 2 or 3
digits for
strokes
sure.
now, but like he would like crush people.
Yeah, he revolutionized the game.
Yes, and everybody that plays golf is making 10 times what they would have made with him not being there.
Yep.
So he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He might be the most. I don't think it's a might be. He's probably the most impactful player for a sport out of all those people.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Because I hear arguments from my boy Cowherd that Steph is more impactful for the sport than Michael was, just because
I agree with that.
Because younger kids
that one's tough.
but like people,
yeah.
anybody can shoot a 3, anybody can play. You don't have to be tall.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to like he's not as like physically.
The way kids look up to Steph these days is ridiculous.
Well,
how popular he is.
and how popular he made the sport. Like I get Michael was. I'm not dogging that at all, but revolutionizing the sport.
But T Wood's worth them up.
Yeah,
but it's also an individual sport, so it's just a different.
But for the actual game of sport, like the dollar value of the sport went up more with T Woods than anybody. All right, and then rappers. We got M up there, so I did a poll. Most people who would say Eminem.
Should your rap name be Eagle Eye?
Maybe. We're about to hit the rap here soon. Eminem, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. So I want to do some old school, some new school. Obviously, Wayne's on there. Drake. There's a lot of them, but
that's pretty much all old schools.
I mean, I guess M and J are still making songs, but
but I mean they're 50, but it's
amazing.
still amazing.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I like part of the GOAT to me, and in general, is longevity. And Drake has been doing it a long time, but not near as long as the other guys. Wayne's been doing it a long time.
I would say like the second wave of that could be like the Waynes, the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Coles, but still, to put them over those 4 is just not feasible.
Yeah, and I do think, and I know you have a special spot for Cole, and everybody likes him, but I think in general, wouldn't you say more people would go Kendrick? I think Kendrick's super respected, right? Or do you think people are getting on the Cole train?
I don't know. I think that'd be pretty split.
Okay. I figured it'd be like 65-35.
It could be. I'm not sure.
All right, cool. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Okay. What do we got? So we got autotune already set, or what?
It's all ready. I don't know that you're.
We got a little autotune, right? So shout out to T York for
I don't know that you're going to love it, Walls, but here we go.
Are you just going for it, huh?
Thought he recorded.
Oh, it's a recording. Oh. So when you record?
I just listen up. T York did it all. Ready for it? Get your reactions for after, though.
R.I.P. Dave. We were broke college kids in Missouri. Now we keep it sweet, bitch, like McFlurry. I keep my goals sharp, never blurry. No fog in my mirror, this a different kind of year. I took that and murked it, reversed it, and bird it. If you want to change your life, you gotta be more thirsty. I got 1,200 students and they learning it all. Over 200 M's own, yeah, they know how to ball. Boom! Here we are on episode 100 of our podcast. Haven't rapped since 2010, about to snap. About to hit him with that 1-2 Kobe Shaq. With freedom on the map, bitch, that's a fact. I did it without using my own money. When I think about it, it's all kinda funny. Cause the comments on the gram calling me a dummy. I'ma have my teller tell y'all something still funny.
Love the ad-libs.
BRRRS. We gon' take the S and make it a success. We gon' take the B and buy distress. I'ma teach the game and nothing less. Okay, me and Lucas don't play. No way. Okay, just bought another rental today. And I got another one on the way. And another one. And another one. Stop till number 1. Like F1, LeBron, Elon, Saint Laurent. It's your life. Make it what you want. Don't sit around and be a bum.
$25 million in mortgages, and he's got a baby on his hip.
Oh, you've seen that one? Yeah, that one went viral.
That was
Love the
just so.
editing.
That guy's so lying. That is not true.
I love the ad-libs.
You just watch it. Watch his eyes.
Yeah.
Watch his mouth. I mean, the guy is just. You don't have to be a FBI trained to figure out this guy's not telling the truth. Okay. So it's just a straight up lie.
Ain't that something? Got 50 M's and Dave starts gunning. Why is he so grumpy? He must be hungry. Crusty. Someone get Gramps a lunchy. Lunchable. BRRRS. We gon' take the S and make it a success. We gon' take the B and buy distress. I'ma teach the game and nothing less. Lunchable, bitch.
Sick, bro. You snapping on him.
Dave, you came in me first. You better. No.
Love it. What a great song.
I know, T.
You guys
York.
did so well on that. When did you
All to York.
record it?
Everybody was all excited. Like, Luke's going to be so bad you're not actually freestyling.
That's
all right. We
all
can
right.
get back to the, so.
Yeah, that
We're
was
not
dope,
freestyling, but
man.
yeah, that was T. York did that
I
all.
love that. When did you do it?
Last couple days.
Okay. We're in here?
Uh-huh.
Gosh.
He brought a mic and all this stuff. Yeah.
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 I wonder you were sneaking out of
What'd you
meetings
think about
early.
it?
I loved it.
It was
I
pretty-
absolutely loved it.
Yeah, the rapping's okay. We recorded a couple times, a little stiff, but it got better. The first version was very stiff, so I
Yeah.
re-recorded it yesterday afternoon after the after the retreat, and then we did the ad-libs after the retreat.
Yeah.
I didn't know what ad-libs were.
I love the Dave, what is that called? When you have like
It had like a J. Cole,
yeah, it sounded a lot like
a J. Cole, no, a J. Cole George Bush vibe when that like
Yeah.
with the like you bring in
Yes.
somebody's.
Oh, what is that called?
I don't
even
know.
Whatever. That was super cool. And then he kind of went back to rapping. Had a little like chorus-ish with the BRRRS.
T. York even helped
We
me
gonna take
write
the
it.
S and make
He's
a
produced
success.
raps before, so he wrote it. Even.
That's freaking awesome, man. You guys did a good job. on
Thank
that.
you.
It
A
was
lot
very-
better than me stumbling through it here.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we should just make a real estate album. If
Well,
we're
I
gonna
talked
do
about that. We could. I was like, we should actually make like music videos. Jaden's done like dozens of rap videos.
Yeah.
And T. York's produced dozens of rap songs.
Yeah, we got the audio and the visual with those two boys. Let's do it. That'd be fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
our rock for this quarter.
There you go. Our rock. Create
Maybe just like
rap-
a mixtape or a little EP.
A little mixtape. I
Like
think would be good. Like
5-6
five songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's do
We
it.
could have some
That was
fun with
awesome,
it.
man.
That
Great
was
job.
fun,
You guys
yeah.
crushed it.
Yeah, the ad libs are the
Yeah.
fun, especially some of them.
Boom.
Listen to. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know what ad libs were.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's fun. That beat T. York killed the beat.
Yeah.
T. Free Loops.
Oh, he made the beat?
It's on Free Loops, I guess.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You guys crushed it.
All right, so that was that. So, anyways, hope you
Put
enjoyed.
mine together like a day.
You what?
I put mine together like finishing
I
the
know.
day up.
I took. Yeah, no. It.
That's
all
right.
I got some help with
I'm
that.
not mad. It was
No.
really good.
Yeah. So
We
I
want to
think-
get better. And
I think
keep
you
getting
could
better.
probably
right?
take yours and do something like that with it.
Yeah, I think I could relay it on something.
Did you know auto tune is like something you have to buy? This is a very expensive program. Like
Is that what we did? And
he got a free trial for it, but like
Okay.
auto tune, apparently that specific thing, somebody owns a patent to, is extremely expensive, and you can do like pitch alterations or something like
Yeah.
off-brand thing, but it does not sound the same. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
well, great, man.
Yeah,
Super
that was
sweet.
fun. All right, so hope you enjoyed that. If not, then screw you and go away.
Yeah.
So we got to throw our things
Oh,
in
yeah,
now.
yeah.
You are up 3.
It's ridiculous.
This what do you mean it's ridiculous? We're both throwing with our left hand.
I have a weird angle.
Oh, stop it. My angle's perfect.
I don't even know how to.
How do you think I'm going to make it?
Yeah, you got a nice line.
It's left-handed. Yeah, up 2.
Up 2. I'm up 2.
You're up 2.
So you're excited about me down 2.